Storm Precision has been making the aluminum leg bones for this low-cost prosthetic limb since 2022 for Life Changer Prosthetics, a group out of Chickasaw High School in Chickasaw, Alabama. We have made nearly 200 metal leg bone assemblies to date, while other schools around the country 3D print the black plastic parts using Markforged 3D printers. Presently, Storm Precision is the sole metal parts supplier to Life Changer, and we felt as a team that we could improve the design without adding cost. The original design for these leg bone assemblies was very basic to ensure that the parts could easily be made and in bulk. Storm Precision decided to rise to the challenge of improving this product so that the recipients of this leg in Latin America would have something that was better than the original, but without making changes to the 3D printed parts being made throughout the country by Life Changer's other participating schools.
After discussing ideas and planning ways to improve our project, our first step was to use Autodesk Fusion to design the inner and outer leg bones. We designed them with respect to the dimensions of the knee and ankle assemblies that already existed. Within our model, we added new features that would improve the design, such as threads for greater adjustability and easier handling. Then, to protect the threads, we designed a cover that would be 3D printed and enclosed around the bones. Our next step was to start making the physical parts. We 3D printed all of the components on our in-house 3D printers just to get a visual for the ideas of the leg bones. After making sure everything worked like it was supposed to, it was time to start machining. We utilized Autodesk Fusion again to create toolpaths and CAM programs for our CNC machines to run for the leg bones, and then started with the inner one. To make the inner leg bone, we set up our Y-axis lathe and with our first hold created a round blank for the part. Then, on the second hold, the threads and slots and weight reduction fluting were added. For the outer leg bone, we began it on our CNC lathe. Then, after the base was complete, we moved it over to our 5-axis mill for the multi-axis portion of the leg bone. There, the lofted hexagon was machined using a rotary contour operation, threads were milled, and the 3 holes were added. Because we don't have quality 3D printing capabilities, we depended on the generosity of Phillips to make our 3D printed cover design. Once delivered, we checked its fit to the other parts and cut a pin to connect the cover to the leg bone.
With the new leg, we made sure to make it as easy to use and adjust as possible. Our main focus was to make it easier to use than the last leg. With our thread-based adjustment system, we made the process of using the leg much easier. To adjust the leg, we added a set screw to hold the outer leg bone in place and a slot to hold it on with the stud screw as the clamp. All you need is a hex key to adjust the length, and with our new thread cover design, we wanted to make sure threads were able to be protected and last as long as possible. Held onto the leg with an adhesive bond, the cover is sturdy and able to protect the threads. We wanted to ensure that you could make the leg fit exactly as you needed it and keep it sturdy to hold up to everyday activities.
When we reworked the Sky Life Changer prosthetic leg, we had a lot of transforming to do. The old leg was bulky and heavy. Our new one is slimmer, more stylish, and weighs 3 grams less. The screw thread adjustability of the product means that instead of being adjustable by 1/8 inch increments, each full turn of the inner leg bone adjusts the length of the leg by 40,000ths of an inch. Another big improvement is the adjustable range of the leg bone. The old leg bone came in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. But with our new adaptations, just this new part alone can cover the length range of all 3 previous models. We added a lofted hexagon print on the outside of the part, makes it easier to grasp and twist to your desired size. Similar to a lofted hexagon on the outside leg bone, our team also made a 2-part thread cover, which is also a lofted hexagon. This was to ensure the fine, fragile threads stayed safe from any damage. In addition to adjustable size, we also have an adjustable toe position. By using one of the 3 holes we drilled in the side of our outside leg bone, you can adjust the leg to be facing inward by 5 degrees, out by 5 degrees, or straight, all depending on what works best for the client's walking gait and balance.
We didn't just modernize these parts for the experience. We are shipping 4 of our prototypes to Chickasaw, Alabama, where they'll be inspected, evaluated, and eventually assembled into complete legs and shipped overseas to help people in Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Costa Rica, and so many more countries that need our help. The design changes we incorporated will also allow us to use 100% donated scrap aluminum for our parts, which means we will make the low-cost leg even less costly. We hope to eventually purchase a Mark IV 3D printer so we can make any needed parts for the prosthetic limb. And we also hope to go with Life Changer on one of their fitting trips, where high school students can fit individuals with limbs under the supervision of professional prosthetics. It's not often that a high school shop class has the opportunity to positively impact the life of a living person in another country, and we at Storm Precision intend to continue innovating on this project to help those in need and capitalize on this opportunity for years to come.